Alrighty folks, day number 2 out here. I'm actually doing a little bit of bank fishing today. I feel like I haven't done that in a while. And I also haven't gotten on a good swim bait bite. I got really close the last time we were out on the kayak, but it's been a long time since I've actually gotten bit and actually successfully caught a swim bait fish. But right now it's fall time and it's absolutely gorgeous right now. I'm actually wearing like 2 layers of long sleeves, which is super fun. I absolutely love this weather and these fish should be chilling. We have found ourselves a beautiful little pond back here. There's actually 5 or 6 little ponds in a row out here, so we got a ton of water that we can cover. We just don't have a ton of time to do it in. Unfortunately, right now it's about 4:30 or so. Sun's gonna probably go down around 6:45. So yeah, only got a couple hours out here, but we're gonna get after it. I'm gonna head on down this way. There's a little culvert up here that should be pumping some water. And yeah, we're packing pretty light today. Like I said, we're just trying to cover some water, so just got the old tiny Klash out here. As you guys know, I absolutely love this bait, so we're gonna see if we can get ourselves a few bites out here today. But yeah, let me get you guys strapped in my chest and we're gonna get after it. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Alrighty folks, let's get after it. It's actually been a little bit since I've been out fishing. I went out last week at the exact same spot that we had fished in the first day of today's video, in hopes of possibly getting another fish out there, but I fished for like 6 hours, didn't even get bit. Threw a bunch of tiny Klash, threw a little bit of wake bait out there as well. Just couldn't get anything to commit to either of those baits. And so I figured we switch it up a little bit. I do a little bit of bank fishing, try and cover some water out here in this little chain of lakes. Again, there's a bunch of water for me to be covering out here, so we're gonna be fishing kind of quick, but these fish should be chewing. They should hopefully be up shallow. A lot of these ponds are kind of covered or are surrounded with this little rock wall or something along those lines. So we're gonna try and fish pretty close to that. Should be a good spot for these fish to like kind of ambush next to. I feel like they need something to kind of pin the bait to, and this is gonna be an absolutely perfect situation for them to pin this tiny Klash to this wall here. So yeah, we're gonna throw this thing around. Water out here is a little bit stained for my liking, but I've been bitten dirty water on this tiny Klash before, so we'll give her a shot. We did just have a ton of rain, so the water is up a little bit as well, which I kind of like, but it is also a little bit dirtier as a result of that rain. So while we do have about, I don't know, foot or so of visibility, I would like just a little bit more if at all possible. We also had a cold storm front run through yesterday. It was like, I don't know, 20 degrees last night or 25 degrees or something, and it got real cold. Today it's only about like low 50s or so, which is a big change from what it's been for the last couple of weeks, and honestly the rest of the summer / early fall. It's been like mid to high 70s, sometimes low 80s for the last few weeks. It really hasn't gotten that cold. And I mean, we're still in early October right now, so it's not like it's gonna get like super cold anytime soon, but I was expecting it to be at least a little bit more fall weather. But yeah, asking you shall receive, I guess. We are officially getting some fall weather right now, which I am stoked for. But yeah, just gonna move around a little bit, try my best to at least get one on the board. Again, it's been a long time since I've got any sort of swim bait bite going. Definitely some carp in here. I just saw one jump out of the water. So the carp are up here and they're active. Hopefully that means there'll be some largemouth around them as well, but that remains to be seen. It is real shallow over here, so I'm gonna fish this pretty quick. Again, I mainly wanted to fish over here because there's this little culvert to my right, and I feel like it might be pushing some water. Like I said, we got a ton of rain in here, so there's probably gonna be a bunch of water pushing into that thing. There was yesterday. I was actually out here yesterday for an entirely unrelated reason. Oh, there's a largemouth on it right now. Get his ass. You want it. Come get it. He saw me and spooked, but I just pulled a little largemouth out of this little stick up right here. He came hooning out of there. He was interested. Not very big. He was only about 8 inches or so, but he was right up underneath the Klash. He looked like he was going to eat it, to be honest. Caught some very small fish on this thing. He may have seen me, though, I think is part of the problem, but he was definitely interested in it. It's a good sign. I've only been out here for a few minutes, and Already got a fish to at least come up and take a look at this thing. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. We've had two fish, both very, very small, but both of them followed it in, very interested. Once they saw me, they kind of peeled out, but that gives me some hope, I think. I'm also trying out some new hooks today. I had broken one of the treble hooks that was on this bait originally. One of the treble hooks broke off, so it was just a dual hook on one side. And I wanted to try something a little bit smaller as well, so I got these a little bit smaller hooks. I think the bait rises a little bit faster now, which I might have to tweak a little bit. I might have to grab some lead wire or a lead strip or something and just pop that on the bottom, get it to suspend a little bit better, or at least float up a little bit slower. One thing that I do like about these smaller hooks is that because they're smaller, they actually like don't get hung together quite as often or get fouled up around the actual line. For whatever reason, I was having some issue with those bigger hooks. They would either get hung together, like they were just big enough to where they could both kind of touch each other, and if it was the right angle, they'd just kind of get hung together. I've also had it where the line's gotten kind of spun around or twisted around one of the hooks. But so far I haven't noticed that issue happening with these smaller hooks. And I don't know if it's just not happened yet, but I feel like these smaller hooks might help us stay a little bit more snag free. Oh, I got him. There we go. Just a little guy came up and popped it right on the surface there. All right, nice. Just a little dude, but he popped the old TK. Okay, gotcha, buddy. That was super cool. I don't even think I moved the bait. I think he just saw it hit the water and came over and smoked it. Nice. Not a very big fish, but it was a cool bite at least. See you, buddy. Bye. Alrighty, first fish on the old tiny Klash. Ate it right up along the wall, right as I was expecting. And a nice little roll cast right over there like that. And again, I don't even think I worked the bait. I think it just hit the water and that fish came over and smoked it. Not a very big fish, but it was a cool bite. I'll give him that. He's an aggressive little fish. All right, that didn't take too long. Let's see what time it is. First fish was at 4:40. Very cool. Well, the spot that I really wanted to fish already has another fisherman there, so we're gonna head on over to this other side of the pond. There's like 3 or 4 different ponds in this little area, like I said. So we're gonna skip over somewhere a little bit bigger, hopefully with a little bit better quality fish in it. Again, I've never been bit out of that last little spot, so I was just trying it at first just to see, just because I happened to park right over there. And then, well, I got bit, so I figured I'd try it for a little bit longer. But we're gonna head over here into this little garden area. It's like a little Japanese garden out here, which is pretty sweet. All right, staying dry so far. That's what we like. See if we can find another fish around here somewhere. Why not? Don't fall in, 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 don't fall in. Oh, they're bringing the swans in. That's kind of fun. Just a row of swans and one person in a little motorboat. There's one. There we go. Oh, decent fish, actually. There we go. Stay on there, buddy. Oh, shit, Megan. Oh my God. Okay. That's a bit more like it. Oh, it popped off. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's a decent one. Oh, man. Long, skinny guy. My God. He is all tore up, too. He's got holes on holes on holes. Sorry, buddy. All right, all right. That is a long, skinny one. All right, let me get a quick weight on him. I'm curious. Try not to hold this guy out the water for too long. He doesn't seem like he's doing very well already. So I'll be quick with this, but I am curious what this guy's gonna go. Because again, he is such a long fish, but I don't think he weighs very much. Let's see. It's a 320, 3 1/4. All right, calm down, buddy. All right, big mama, I'm gonna put you back. Have a good one. Appreciate you. Bye, Felicia. Alrighty, second fish. Certainly a bit better than the first one. I will take that long, skinny fish. Don't have my board out here, so I don't know exactly how long that guy was, but that could have been a giant. It could have been like a 5-6 pounder in the spring. Just made a little flip out here into the middle of this bridge. There's a little bridge over here to my right that connects to that last little pond that we were just fishing. And I was actually looking at somebody towing the little swan boats, like what they're doing right here. Just kind of twitching it like this, and then all of a sudden it got super heavy. Alrighty, do that again, shall we? So far these new hooks are doing okay. Let's check and see if I bent any of them out so far. No, but I got a scale on them from that last fish. Okay, interesting, very interesting. Okay, so far these little VMC hooks, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned that, but they're little VMC hooks, and I've never had a problem with VMC hooks in the past. I feel like every time I've used them, I've had pretty good success with them. I have broken them from time to time, but that's really my only complaint. They are pretty sharp, and they're not super expensive either, which I like. You can find them at Dick's. I can find like a 10 pack or a 12 pack of them or something like that for like $7, which isn't terrible, especially because like I've been used to throwing those Owner ST36s, which is like a, I don't know, $10 for like a pack of 6 or something like that. So you get a little bit more bang for your buck with these little VMC guys, and they do seem like they're okay. I've never tried their treble hooks before, which is why I was a little bit interested in trying them. So put some on this little tiny Klash, because we've been catching the snot out of him with it this year, and hooked up with a nice one. See if there's anything else up here in this little tunnel. Secret tunnel, secret tunnel. Where's the largemouth? Secret, 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 secret tunnel, yeah. Oh, and I guess I could probably go over the setup that we're using today. First up is obviously the most important, is the bait. This is the DRT Tiny Klash, as you guys are probably well familiar with. This particular color is called Armor. It's kind of like a nice natural shad color, but it's got this little blue chrome stripe on it. It doesn't show up super well right now. It kind of just looks black, I'm sure, but it is actually like a dark blue, but it's got some shine, some pearlescence to it as well, which I really, really like. Gives you a ton of shine when it's nice and sunny out, but when it's a little bit more cloudy out, it looks just like a natural shad color. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. Gets bit in dirty water, gets bit in clear water. Honestly, out of all the colors of the Klash baits that I have, this one I believe is my favorite. And we'll be coming out with a little review style video on this thing. I want to do like a swim bait review style series on this channel. So we're going to be coming out with one of those videos about the Tiny Klash here some point pretty soon. Oh. Oh my God. I just got licked right there. Oh. Damn. I don't even know if you guys saw that, but that fish just kind of came up and looked at it, and then right here he just kind of sucked at it a little bit. Didn't get any of the hooks, unfortunately, but whew. Okay. Very interesting. Oh, he's on it again. He's on it again. That's a big one. Oh, there's two of them. Oh my God, there's two of them. Two big ones. Oh my God. There's two freaking big ones right here. Those are like big fish too. That might not have even been the same one. Wow. There was the one that was like right up on it. That was like probably about 3. And then there's another one that was kind of off over here that was bigger. That was certainly larger. Okay then. There's some fish on this wall. Oh, there we go. He freaking clocked that thing. All right. Number 3. Holy. That guy like scared me with how hard he hit it. What a mean little sucker. Got a friggin' T-bone the tiny Klash. There we go. Fish number 3. Not an absolute giant, but smoked it later. Jesus, mean little dude. All right. Keep on moving. Tiny Klash is doing pretty good tonight. Tell you what. Again, it's been quite a while since I've been able to get out and do some fishing. Been super busy the last couple of weeks. Been trying to find a new job, to be entirely honest. I've been doing some seasonal work, and the season's coming to an end, so time for me to get back on the old grindstone. Still got about a month or so, but you know, I'd rather start getting a jump on it sooner rather than later. But yeah, finally got some time to get out, and thank goodness I did. I've been missing throwing a big swim bait around. Fish? That's a fish. That's a begging dude. That's a nice one. Buzzer beater. Oh, begging. He's a decent one at least. Oh yeah. Stay on there. Come up here, buddy. Yes, sir. Alrighty. One more decent one to close out the day. All right, another decent one on the old Tiny Klash. Stop that, sir. You are very close to putting a hook back in my hand. That is not something I want to deal with tonight, sir. All right, hell yeah. Another long, skinny guy. Second best one of the day. I will take him. All right, this might be the last fish of the night, so I'll give him a good little release. Appreciate you, buddy. Whoa, angry little dude. See ya.